$300 billion deficit and turn it into a $200 billion surplus, and 23 million new jobs were created, and incomes went up for everybody. Everybody.
Mr. Trump, we're moving to an audience question.
It is, our country
Mr. Trump,
has the
Secretary
slowest growth,
Clinton, we
and
want to get
jobs
to
are a
the
disaster.
audience. Thank you very much, both of you.
My fellow Americans, and more importantly, my fellow mediocre YouTube motherfuckers. And this is for you Democrats. So, as we all know, we have an election coming up very soon, in the coming weeks, less than 2 weeks, I think it is. Might be a week away. So this is our midterm elections, and not to mention some of our, wherever you are, you have local elections. Here in Michigan, we are going to be voting on legalization of marijuana here. And then there's a couple other proposals that I'm going to vote no on. I am going to vote yes on the legalization of marijuana reluctantly. And the reason I'm voting yes on it reluctantly is because I think we're on the wrong fucking path with marijuana legalization. And here's why. I am all for the legalization of marijuana. I don't have any problem with that. My problem is that we're going down the wrong path because states are individually legalizing it, okay? Where what really needs to happen is the federal government needs to come along and just reschedule the drug. That's all they have to do. Just reschedule it. And that solves all the problems. Reschedule it like anything else. So it's like anything else, like a tomato plant. You can grow it if you want to grow it. You can buy it at the grocery store if you want to buy it. You know what I mean? But this, they're going to fuck this up bad. And it sucks. And the basis of what they're doing is it's all based on taxes, of course. Money, getting the most money out of you people who smoke marijuana. That's why the federal government won't just come along and reschedule it, because they know that a whole fucking slew of people smoke weed, and they want to get your money. So, which, I mean, whatever. Unfortunately, I think we'll see a great business opportunity, a disservice done to a great business opportunity, because what'll probably end up, the route we're going, what will probably end up happening is it'll make it, there won't be an incentive to open a business to sell marijuana legally, because you're just going to be taxed to fucking death. So there you go. That's my thoughts on that. But this video is for you guys, you Democrats. All you Democrats out there, you see what I was watching. I've been rewatching and reliving the presidential debates between Hillary Clinton, the criminal, and Donald Trump, the president. Back then, I bought into the whole thing that there was no way Trump was going to be able to win this. There was no way he was going to win it. I mean, I truly believe that. When I went to bed that night, I truly believe that he didn't have a chance in hell. As we all know, Donald Trump is our president now, and he won the election. But this brings me to something my dad used to talk about, and that's how the media controls a lot of shit in this country. My father used to tell me about Richard Nixon, and how Nixon was not the fucking horrible president that he's made out to be. And I doubt he's the first one to bug any type of opposing political whatever. But, people believe that Nixon was a fucking horrendous fucking president. And my dad used to tell me that, no, he wasn't that bad, actually. He got us out of Vietnam. he did a couple other things, and my dad told me that, the media is who got Nixon thrown out of office. Not Nixon, not his cabinet, not the people that surrounded him. The fucking media is who got Richard Nixon thrown out of office. And, with that caveat, I think about how, imagine the election results, what they would have been had the media not convinced even people like me that Trump couldn't win. And really just think about that and let it sink in, because I think that President Trump probably would have won by a fucking landslide had the media on all spectrums not put it out there that he couldn't win. Okay? And that's really something to think about. And as you guys know, since then, the Democrats have done nothing but scream. It's all just bullshit. It's non-argument, stupid shit. You're a racist. You're this, you're that. The extent they went to with the Kavanaugh stuff, and I'm very skeptical of these most recent bombings, bombs being sent in the mail. This stuff is gonna fucking destroy our country. Maybe not destroy it as completely, but this is doing. I want to know how you as Democrats don't understand how much fucking damage your party, who you affiliate with, how much damage your party is doing to the United States of America right now. I mean, it gets to the point now, where, I don't know about you younger guys, but I know guys my age and much older all heard the story of the boy who cried wolf. Okay? That's where the Democrats are at right now. I think that this upcoming election, we're going to see a huge Republican victory, contrary to what the media is telling us. That, oh yeah, Democrats are bound to win they're going to win all across the country. I'm not really making a prediction here, but it would not surprise me if we see a massive Republican win all the way across the country. And at this point, that doesn't really bother me, because I'm so disappointed. I never thought I could see a political party go to the depths that the Democratic Party has gone to just destroy people. Absolutely fucking destroy people. As far as what I mentioned, Brett Kavanaugh, the media did not report all the most recent findings about that stuff. Now, you can go on the internet and do the research for yourself and read all about the most recent findings about the person who accused him and whatnot. And man, this fucking Democratic Party is terrible, man. And I'm not, as you guys know, if you follow the channel, if you're a Democrat who's just now tuning in, I'm not for these politicians. As far as my political views are concerned, I tend to lean conservative. I think taxes should be low. I think government should be small and limited. On the other hand, there's a lot of libertarian viewpoints that I subscribe to, such as the legalization of all drugs. But I tend to be a conservative generally, and that's just because that's the smart way to be in life. You should, if you are a middle-class person, being a conservative is smart for you, because you need to conserve so that you can have a better life one day. If you are a multi-billionaire that just has bags and bags and billions of dollars of cash sitting in the bank, and you have nothing better to do with your life, well, of course, you can just throw money around and pay off the people you want to pay off to get what you want, And that's not a dig on the Democrats necessarily, although we do see a lot of it. Because the Republicans are the exact same way. 99% of politicians, my opinion is that 99% of the politicians in this country are not to be trusted, and they are all bought and paid for. If you subscribe to one political party or the other in this country, you are a fool. And you have a fool for a client. Because the two major political parties in the United States of America, when it comes down to it, your representatives do not give a fuck about you or your issues or what's going on with you. There are a few in office who I believe really, truly care about this country. President Trump being one of those people. I think he's a dick. I think he's an asshole and all that good stuff, but I think he really does love this country, and I think he really does care about this country. But, coming into this next, this election coming up here in a week or so, I was watching the debates from back then, and then I watched, some election night coverage. And I think what you Democrats need to ask yourselves is what type of leader you're looking for. Because when Hillary Clinton lost to Donald Trump, she had a place set up with thousands of her supporters that, they intended to have a victory party. But when she found out that she had lost to Donald Trump, she went to lay down. That's what she said. She needed a nap. She had to go lay down. She was so devastated. Thousands of her supporters sat there for hours waiting for her to come guide them, give them some leadership. And she never showed up. And if my memory serves me right, she didn't show up till several days after to speak to her followers. I think every one of you Democrats needs to ask yourself what type of leader you want if the shit were to hit the fan. Worst case scenario, nuclear war breaks out in the United States. Do you want or expect the person that you elected to office to go lay down and take a nap because they can't handle it? Or do you expect the person you elected to stand up and guide this country and its citizens? Guys, when Hillary Clinton lost an election, she left thousands of her supporters and millions of her voters across the country. She left them all hanging. She went and laid down. So with that in mind, and that is not partisan, that goes to both political parties and whoever you're voting for. In this upcoming election, I think everybody needs to ask themselves what type of leader they are electing to office. God bless you. God bless Black Label Society. God bless Aria Pro, Carvin Amplifiers. God bless Elmo B, Burt Cocaine. We must become machines. God bless you. And I'll see you at the voting booth. No, I'll see you next time. Peace.